This week's Excellent Educator has a reputation for arriving early and staying late to meet the needs of her students who are visually impaired. Hi, Beth. My name is Kim Johnson, and I'm with WCCO TV, and we are here to surprise you with an award for being an excellent educator. Congratulations, Beth. Beth McGarr is a teacher of the blind, visually impaired for Southwest Metro Intermediate School District in Shakopee and Buffalo. Now, blind since birth herself, she inspires those around her to overcome adversity. It is what makes her this week's Excellent Educator. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did we surprise you?
Yeah, I would say so.
As a teacher of the blind and visually impaired, Beth McGarr works one-on-one with her students.
So right now, basically, I'm encouraging this particular student to kind of just be more independent and explore and develop fine motor skills so that he can learn to explore his environment.
Today, she's helping Blake at Red Oak Elementary in Shakopee reach his full potential.
So we have the Brailler. I'm letting him kind of do what we call scribbling, where he just kind of writes on the machine to kind of get him to press the buttons. We'll look at what we wrote, even if it doesn't really have a lot of significance. Right now it's just basically dots, but it's just encouraging him to write.
Beth is part of a team that helps kids in several Twin Cities school districts. She is currently assigned to travel between Buffalo, Hanover, Montrose, and Shakopee school districts, and has a para who drives her where she needs to go.
Hi, Paige. I see you back there.
And a guide dog, Paige, to help with other tasks.
So her job is primarily to guide me with the harness. I've been blind since birth. I have a congenital inherited condition called Leber's amaurosis, which is passed in the recessive genes of both of my parents.
Do you use your own experience as a way to connect with the kids that you teach?
It really depends. With my more academic students, I kind of will use my experiences to work with them, but it also is just relating to families too, especially with kids who are fully academic and fully capable of participating in their education. I try to show parents that their child is going to be able to accomplish their goals. Hey, Blake, look at you, you found the space bar.
Now a wife and mom to a 2-year-old daughter, she uses her story to show what is possible. It also inspires her to give back.
And I had teachers of the visually impaired who did what I do now, and without them I wouldn't be able to do any of the things that I do now. I told myself that I was given the gift of good education, and I wanted to give that to other students who have visual impairments. Now, Beth has earned 2 master's degrees. Her colleagues say that she is constantly researching the best interventions, technologies, any sort of professional development opportunities she seeks out. And I wanted to show you this, what her colleagues did for her. They used their Braille machine to translate the Excellent Educator certificate. So if you look really closely on the screen there, I know it's hard to see, there are the little dots on there. So we just are so grateful that they did that for her.
Great. Very nice.
And I think it's so wonderful what Beth is able to do for families, because when you think about families who learn that their child might be blind, you think what worrisome that might be for parents to think, is my child going to have a full life? But she's a great example for them that yes, you can go on and do all these great things. So congratulations to Beth, and we are still looking for more excellent educators out there. We know that you are out there. Please send us your nominations to our Facebook page or email them to morning@wcco.com.
Really cool story.
Yeah, great story.
Great.